Welcome back to channel, guys and gals. My name is Norman, also known as King Julian. Now this is part 2 of where we left off at. In part 2, we're going to actually start getting the bolsters on it. Now, I didn't film sanding down the bottom of it because the upload on this thing is taking so long. And of course, I'm not in a great signal area right now at this point. So it's definitely taking some time to get uploaded. So after that one finishes uploading, then I'll get this one uploaded, and it will, take a little bit of time. I want to welcome Digger Evan Model Railway to the channel. Now, he is a gentleman over in Britain. Very, very super nice guy. I've talked to him a lot on RGJ live streams. And so I want to welcome him to the family and welcome him to the channel. And I hope y'all all reach out to him and, and just really have a great time. And again, like I tell everybody here, if you subscribe during this channel, I've got the best subscribers in the world. You're not a number here. You are family. And that's the way I like to keep this channel, and I also like to keep it real. So, with that being said, now, I didn't also film out cutting out the bolsters for the trucks, but we are going to be going into mounting that. Now, hello. You gonna get up here and say hi? Come here. Look at this. You gonna say hi to everybody? Yep. I know. I know, you just can't stand it, can you? Oh no, you just can't stand it. Yes, this is Loki, everybody. As a channel mascot, he came to us last year, and he's definitely been my best buddy. He's been all across the country with me, and he's put up with a lot. But he's a good boy, and he's very well loved. He knows his job is to protect women and children first, and then men last. Ain't that right? A little bit of a meathead sometimes. Okay. Fur. yeah, it's that time again. And that's about the time he gets mad at me. Every time I go to give him a bath, he gets mad. Why? Well, he's not one of those top pit bulls that actually likes taking baths or getting his nails trimmed, and that is a fight in itself right there. Even though my ex could have done it. So, then we'll go back to the Gorilla Glue that I picked up. Very cheap little packet of it. And what I've done is I did not glue the bottom in. This bottom actually fits tight enough that it can snap in. So if I need to, and say if I want to access it later, as I say that, there it is, I can open it up. Nice tight fit, and it allows for access to it. Snap it back in, good to go. Now when I go to paint this, of course I will remove this bottom to paint it. It's going to leave a little bit of a black trim down here, but I'm not really going to worry about that too awful much because the real railroad, there was some black up here. So I'm not going to worry about that too much at this point. Now the trucks I'm using. Let me explain. When I decided to make this a lease unit and use an old shark nose body, this is actually a Williams body. It was a blank that I got. That I, like I said, kept around for quite a while, just trying to figure out what to do with it. And I turned it into just what they call a power unit. It's not going to be as like a traction power unit. No, this is more like for if you're running a steam train and you need extra power for your cars. This would be just a diesel power unit, just an auxiliary power unit for the train to operate your lights or steam, whatever it is that your locomotive has to have, or that the railroad needs to operate those cars. So, with that being said, there's not going to be the actual trucks underneath it, power trucks. What I'm using are these Atlas O-scale speed trucks. Some people call them speed trucks, or Commonwealth trucks, sprung. I like Atlas trucks. They are very well built. They're heavy duty. They're all metal construction. Actually got springs in them. Then they actually pivot. So I like Atlas trucks, especially for some of these. Now I also use these same trucks when I build my Kinky Cheryl cars, and which we will actually get back to doing that before long. I kind of took a little bit of a break from it for a little bit, but I still got a long tender build to go back behind my Lionel, my 1948 Lionel 2025. So I got that one to do. Plus, I've got a locomotive I'm building y'all haven't seen yet. I'm just waiting on parts to show up. At least get the shell of it done, and then I can start constructing from there and track down some other stuff. Alright, so let me get y'all into a position here where we can get this taken care of. Okay, I think we're going to be good there. And then part 3, I will show you how I'm going to put these in there, shape them on the bottom to make an auxiliary fuel tank. But you are so funny sometimes. You know that? You really are. You are a complete hoot. Talk to my dog. Loki is a complete hoot. I really give him credit. He is a magnificent dog. He really is. For being a pit bull, and he is just very well behaved, very loving, very outgoing, loves to meet people. I can take him into a restaurant and actually sit him down in the booth with me, and he won't bother nobody. Most of the time, he winds up with free food, and I'm like, I didn't order 2 plates of food. And they're like, no, that's for him. I'm like, really? No wonder why my dog's getting fat. They keep giving him free food. So let me get you in position over here. That board. Give me a second here. I'm having to do some bracing. By the way, if you're looking at it and you got a Walmart close to you, these Westcott things right here, these was like $2, maybe 3. These work out really good for doing some trimming on your X-Acto blades. So, I mean, again, check them out. I've used them a lot, but I do like the X-Acto brand. These Westcotts, they're decent. They're pretty decent. They really are. And blades, you can get them all day long at Walmart. Let me get you kind of sat up a little bit there. Alright, so, got y'all in position. Turn this upside down. Now, I did pre-mark the bolsters for the trucks. So, that was actually going to be my mark. And then I'm also going to be showing you how I'm going to do this as far as lining them up, because these were actually cut the same width as the rear door right here. Alright, so I did it right when I marked it all out. But I did mark the bottom of this with a cross spacing. So yes, that works out really, really good. I don't have my accelerator with me. In one way, this is kind of cool because it kind of takes me back to the beginning of this channel. And I know some of y'all are like, what do you mean by the beginning? Well, when I came back to do this channel again, I came back to do it for fun. And I was like, okay, you know what I want to do? Well, oddly enough, working for Springbrook Express, this is where the modeling started, at this company. And here I am several years later, I'm still doing it. And I'm back with this company, and I'm back doing some old school stuff here in the truck. So it's like going back full circle. Okay, so this one's on. Now this is glue. This is, Gorilla Super Glue. Works really good. Nice, got it. Okay, so yes, we actually got it all lined up just perfect. Right. So we now got these in place. And by the way, if you're doing modeling stuff, sometimes this Gorilla Glue works really good, but I do prefer the Extreme Power from Hobby Lobby. And you can also go to Hobby Lobby's website, and you can also order from them as well. So in a nutshell, what we got going on here, these trucks, I designed them to set everything to be set back so that the knuckle couplers on this thing would stick out, but not too far. So we are going to be like dead even, just like that. So now we got to take this, we'll take the ruler and very carefully hold this thing into place. And what I'm doing is marking where the rear axle is going to be. So that way I don't lose my what do you want to call it? Don't lose my placement by accident. So, basically all I did was just take this right there, just kind of mark the wood on the inside, so I know exactly where I want to put my screw holes. No, wait. Alright, now, let's do this here real quick. Whoop. Don't let that one. Alright, now what I'm doing now is I'm using my machinist square to mark where the end of the wheels go in a line across the car body or across the power body. And the reason for that being is, again, we're going to get into doing the fuel tank and shaping it. So I've got to make sure that it's in the right position. These are 3/4 inch by 12 inch. How much room do I got? Okay, so what we got to do is this fuel tank, from wheel end to wheel end, there's about 6.5 inches. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down to 5. And the reason for the 5, so we're going to line up right there, okay? There's the wheel end mark, you can see it. I want to make sure there's enough room for it to swivel. And as long as I go 5, I will be okay. To make sure there's room for it to swivel. So that's what the plan is right now. Let's take a look at this here. Okay, yeah, so these are cut to true 3/4. Three-quarter by 3/4. That's very cool to see these are actually true cut. So, we're at 2 1/4 wide. So many pieces I'm going to have to cut here. Because 3/4 by 3/4 is a pain in the butt to cut. Okay, so basically, okay, now this is not actually what I'm doing, but they're going to be 3 wide. So 3 wide, 5 inches long. So I'm going to be using 1 1/2 of these. I just want to make sure, just a quick measurement there. Yeah, it's kind of fun doing this when you forget, and you know, not really forget, but you just kind of leave some stuff at the house. You know, and leaving some stuff at the house, and really taking this back to when I first started doing this. But of course, this is, you know, a plastic body that I'm reusing, and going back to some very early days on this channel of building stuff like this, including models, when I was just basically hand tools and maybe a few little other things, and not a whole lot of extra else, you know. So it's really cool to actually kind of revisit that on this particular build. As always, keep the shiny side up, rubber down. I will see you on the next video for part 3 when we do the fuel tanks and get those placed, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to shape them and to give them that extra little thing, and paint the bottom of it, and then this one will be another car completed, ready to go into service as a lease unit. What are you doing, Loki? Loki, what are you doing? You gonna sit up here and say bye to everybody? Hey. Hey. Loki. Hey. He don't want to say bye to y'all. Rude ass. Just joking. I love that pup. There's times he looks at me like, you know, Dad, I really love you, but you keep jacking with me and I'm gonna bite you. He's a good dog. I love him. As always, keep the shiny side rubber down. We'll see you on the next video for part 3, and hopefully we'll get that all uploaded tonight, and we'll have this ready to go. So I'm gonna hit the office, get the other live stream going to an unboxing of something very special. See y'all then, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy from Loki and I. Loki, you got anything to say? You got anything to say, buddy? Nope, I guess not. Again, thank y'all all for being here, and please go check out Digger Evans Model Railway on YouTube, and we'll see y'all then. Take it easy.